Go. The opening tip is going to be won by Jackson County with the basketball, Becca Foser. And she'll give it over to Chafin, who moves it into the front court. Chafin takes it out on a high post to Heather Davidson. Ball knocked free and out of bounds. As for Anderson County, Brooke Irwin moved in and knocked the ball out of bounds. So it'll go back to Jackson County. Ball coming in play to Chafin. Chafin drives into the lane, feeds the ball out to Foser. Takes it in the corner to Chafin. Bounces back out front to Foser. Back in the corner to Chafin for a three-point attempt that is no good. And Anderson County with a rebound. They move it quickly down the floor, and the ball is deflected and stolen by Andrea Davidson. Davidson comes back on the attack, gives it on the wing to Chafin, puts up a three-point shot. It rims out, and the ball is going to be out of bounds and will belong to Jackson County in the front court. We've got two Davidsons in there now for Jackson County sisters, Heather and Andrea. Ball coming in play, and again knocked out of bounds, and will go to Anderson County. Neither team has scored here in the first minute. Anderson County will bring it down. This is Randy Mellon. She'll play the point guard position. Takes it out front to Brooke Irwin. Irwin now to Ellis. Comes bouncing on the left side to Mellon. Jackson County playing a man-to-man, but kind of sagging back in the lane. They're giving Anderson County some room outside to shoot if they want to do that. Mellon, top of the key. Feeds on a give and go to Irwin. The shot is knocked out of bounds on a block and will belong under the basket to Anderson County. They get it back. Neither team has scored. Played about a minute and a half here. This is Mellon feeding it in the corner to Faust. She'll come back out front to Marcia Harmon. Now back it comes to Mellon. 90 seconds gone, no score in the game. Right wing, Brooke Irwin drives to the baseline on the right side. Checked off there, feeds it in the corner. Down low it comes to Harmon. Puts her shot up, it's no good. And the rebound taken by Jessica Smith. Smith gives it to Davidson. Andrea Davidson. Back to Chafin, drives the lane. Shot is deflected. Rebound up by Smith is no good. Coming out of there with it is Davidson. Back to Chafin at the top of the key. There's the long three out front off the rim, missed by Andrea Davidson, and the rebound to Anderson County. Over 2 minutes gone, and neither team has scored. And both of these teams are rather high-scoring teams, averaging over 60 points a game. Mellon with the ball out front. The offenses trying to check out the defense, and vice versa on both teams. The ball coming inside. Harmon, shot up good. Marcia Harmon gets the first points of the game. As she kissed it off the glass, Anderson County traps in the backcourt. The ball to Heather Davidson. Davidson in front court. Gives it back to Chafin. 2-0 Anderson County. Chafin in the lane. Shot blocked. Picked up by Anderson County's Mellon. Stops the dribble in backcourt. Gives it over to Ellis. Ellis takes it on the left side to Faust. And Faust comes back out front to Mellon. Mellon drifting over to the left wing. High post Faust gets a screen, puts up a 15-footer. It's off the back of the rim. And the rebound caroms off in the corner, going to be recovered by Jackson County. Chafin to bring it down. Works out to Heather Davidson. In the corner it goes to Smith. Smith into the paint, coming back to Chafin. Chafin to Heather Davidson out on the left side deep. Looks in the lane, try to get it to her sister. Now she pulls out, takes it on the wing, shoots baseline, in and out, no good. And the rebound is taken down by Anderson County's Brooke Irwin. Over to Ellis. Ellis in front court. Ellis shovels it back to Mellon. 4:15 remaining in the first quarter. It's a 2-0 game with Anderson County leading. Ellis takes the pass on the left wing. Jackson County playing man-to-man. A long three is good by Mitzi Faust. Anderson County leading 5-0. Jackson County still looking for his first points of the game. Heather Davidson over to Smith, down to Andrea Davidson, and the layup is in and good And that was Becca Foser. That's the first basket for Jackson County, and it's 5-2. Anderson County with the lead and the ball. 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Ball to Faust on the left side. In the corner, checked by Heather Davidson. Bounces underneath, and it's knocked free by Andrea Davidson. On the floor, there's a scramble for it. It's out of bounds, and we've got a foul in the melee that ensued going after that loose basketball. The foul is on 23 Chafin. That's her first foul. Going to the free throw line will be Harmon. Harmon shooting a pair, and the first one is off the front of the rim and missed. Coming in for Jackson County, Breitert. Sarah Breitert, a junior, will replace Smith. Second free throw, up, bouncing, no good. Harmon missed both attempts. Jackson County quickly down the floor. Foser's shot is blocked out of bounds by Harmon, who had a nice rejection from behind, and it'll go under the basket to Jackson County. Heather Davidson will inbound. Her team trailing 5-2. Midway first quarter into Chafin. Her three-pointer is good. Joanna Chafin. Or maybe it's Chapin. That's what the PA is saying, so that's what we'll say. 5-5. Game tied. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Out to Faust. Screen from Harmon. Comes to the right baseline. Backs it up to the wing. Back to the middle. To the free throw line. Faust jumps and scores, and we've got a whistle. Let's see if the basket counts. Faust hit an open jumper, but the foul was away from the shot. On number 21, Foser. And the ball is going to go out of bounds to Anderson County. They lead it 7-5 as Faust connected on a jumper. Baseline, it'll be inbounded by Mellon in the corner to Faust, guarded by Davidson. Puts it on the floor, backs it up. Faust, the leading scorer for Anderson County, has on the season the leading scorer and has 5 in this game, 5 of their 7. There's a double team on Irwin. She gets it back to Faust. Over to Mellon. Mellon deep on the right side. Top of the key. Right wing, Ellis. Harmon trying to post up, does. Takes the pass. Feeds on the weak side, and coming in is Mellon all alone for a layup. 9-5. Harmon got double teamed, but she saw Mellon coming the other way. Here's a three in the air, and good by Heather Davidson. Davidson hits the three. 9-8. Anderson County leading. The action picking up here in the first quarter with just under 2 minutes to play in the opening stanza. With the ball out front is Harmon. Holds it over her head. Feeds into Faust. It's deflected away and stolen. With the basketball for Jackson County, Chaffin. Comes out to Breitert. Feeds to Heather Davidson. Left corner. Chaffin. Back to Andrea Davidson. Drives through. Feeds to Chaffin in the corner for three. It comes off long. No good. And the rebound taken by Faust for Anderson County. She'll give it to Mellon. Mellon into the front court. Down in the left corner to Ellis. Back it comes to Mellon. Anderson County with the basketball. Leading 9-8. Just over a minute to play in the first quarter. Off on the wing, it comes to Faust. Faust getting a screen there from Harmon. Drives in the lane. Feeds it back to Ellis. Ellis holding it out front. We're at the 1 minute mark. Time remaining in the first quarter. Over to Marcia Harmon. Back it comes to Mellon. In the corner to Ellis. Down low. Spinning through, and the shot in the air by Irwin is no good. And a steal by Irwin off the rebound to Harmon, who's wide open, lays it up and in. They missed the shot. Jackson County got the rebound, but Harmon stole. Here's another steal. And again, it's by Irwin. Over to Ellis for a three-point shot that's no good. And the rebound taken by Davidson, and she's fouled. That is Andrea Davidson on the rebound. Fouled by Anderson County. Irwin picking up the foul. That is her first and the team's first. 11-8. Anderson County in the lead. Ball coming into Chaffin. Guarded in the backcourt by Beth Ellis. Now double team back there. Has used the dribble. Gets it across the line to Foser. She's coming in all alone against Faust. Off the glass to score. Foser one-on-one against Faust. Shot it over her and in the basket. It is 11-10. Anderson County leading. Mellon comes to the right side for the Lady Mavericks. Ellis on top. Three-point shot in the air. It rims out. Taken by Andrea Davidson for Jackson County. Long pass coming ahead. Foser, she'll take one dribble, hand it off, and the shot no good. Would not have counted. The buzzer sounds, ending the first quarter with a score Anderson County 11 and Jackson County 10 for our local stations. We'll take 1 minute on the Tennessee Sports Radio Network. End of the first quarter, 11-10 the score with Anderson County in the lead as the Lady Mavericks will also get possession of the ball first here in quarter number 2. Got a new player in the game for Anderson County, Heidi Poor, number 5, 5'7" seniors in there. In for the first time. She's going to work it over to Ellis, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Anderson County. Emily Lane also checked in at the quarter, a sophomore for Jackson County, and she knocked that pass out of bounds. Ball coming into Ellis. 11-10, Anderson County leading by 1. Over it comes to Poor on the left side. Takes it in the circle. Down low to Harmon, and we've got a foul. Harmon was in pretty good position to shoot as they went to a high-low game.
Personal foul against Jackson County's number 21.
Foul, Becca Foser. That is her second foul, third team foul. It'll go out of bounds to Anderson County under the basket. And Poor will play it in. Looks under, nobody there. Gets it in the corner to Ellis, coming back to Faust. Faust deep out on the left side, guarded by Heather Davidson. Got a screen from Irwin. Now flips it back to Poor. Anderson County sets a lot of screens, trying to shake open their shooters. Here's Ellis on the wing. Feeds the ball back out. And that is Irwin driving through, almost lost it. Got it back outside to Poor. Works to the right side of the circle. Now back on top. Coming on the wing to Ellis. Jackson County playing a tight man-to-man defense. Out to Poor. Played a minute. Nobody has scored here in the second quarter. Same way we started the game. Over 2 minutes went by before anybody scored in the first quarter. Poor checked on the wing. Count is on. She gets it in the lane to Harmon. She loses the handle as she drives through and travels. Harmon had trouble controlling the ball, pressured by the defense, and steps called on her. Foser is out, and coming back in for Jackson County is junior Jessica Smith. Anderson County pressing, but Jackson County breaks the press. Over to Chaffin. Jumper left of the lane is good by Joanna Chaffin. 12-11. Jackson County takes the lead for the first time. Poor working right on the dribble. Back in the circle. Over on the right side deep to Ellis. Screened by Harmon. Ellis breaks in the lane and tied up there. Possession arrow will point toward Gainesboro. Jackson County will get the basketball, leading by 1. 12-11 the score. Anderson County has not scored here in the second period. Double teamed in the backcourt. This is Breitert, gets it across the line to Chapin. Deep left, ball deflected and stolen, and that's going to be a foul. I believe it's on Breitert. We'll check the call. Sarah Breitert committing the foul. That's her first foul. Ball out of bounds to Anderson County as they trail by a point. Deep on the left side, this is Mellon. She's the point guard. Out on top to Faust. Faust gets a screen from Harmon. Has it on the floor, guarded by Heather Davidson. Gets another pick. Comes to the right side, double team. Tries to work it under to Harmon, and it's knocked out of bounds by the defense. Jackson County defeated Upperman twice during the season. Upperman top ranked in the state in AA, but they're not here this year. The ball came in, and Mellon bounced it off the backside of a defender and took it on the hop and missed a shot. That's being very innovative. I don't know if that was an accident or not. Here's the shot by Lane, no good. Taken off by Anderson County. Coming all the way is Irwin. She'll feed it over to Faust. Faust breaks into the lane and gets pressured there. Gets the shot up and banked it in. And how did she ever get that one away? 13-12. Anderson County goes back to a 1-point lead. Here's Andrea Davidson. Heather Davidson down the baseline. Misses the jumper. Gets her own rebound. Has it knocked away and stolen. Irwin comes out of there with the basketball. Coming to the right side of the lane. Bounces it over to Poor, and we've got a foul on Breitert, who will pick up her second foul. And it'll be the 5th team foul on Jackson County. 4:56 left in the half. This is a defensive game. Not a lot of open shots for either team. Mellon plays it into Harmon. Double team. Back to Mellon. Mellon drives into the lane. Stops. Kicks it outside to Poor. She'll back into the free throw line, into the lane, shoot a little running hook that's no good, and the rebound taken by Andrea Davidson for Jackson County. She'll bring it all the way across into front court. Now she might take it all the way. Now feeds in the corner to her sister, Heather, who shoots a three and misses, and the rebound taken by Andrea Davidson. It goes to Irwin. Back to Breitert. Three-point shot is good by Sarah Breitert. 15-13, Jackson County. 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Faust with the basketball. Takes it down low. Irwin shot in and out. Spinning on the rim, it came out, and the rebound taken by Davidson. Gets it ahead to Breitert. She'll slow the pace down a little bit now and wait for her teammates to catch up. Breitert over on the left side. Lane got a three. Open. Off the rim. No good. Rebound. Battled for it. Picked up by Poor. Heidi Poor of Anderson County. She brings it in the front court. Out on the right wing. Takes it back to Mellon. Mellon to Poor. Back to Mellon. At the free throw line to Irwin. Irwin breaks down the left side of the lane. Turns. Wants to shoot. Fouled. They foul on Jackson County's Jessica Smith. That'll be her first. 6th team foul on the Lady Blue Devils of Jackson County. 3 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the first half. At the free throw line, Brooke Irwin, a 5'10 sophomore forward for Anderson County, hits the free throw and gets one more. 15-14. Chafin back in for Jackson County. Second shot, rimming out, no good. Andrea Davidson rebounds for Jackson County. 3-on-2. She has it in the middle. Bounces on the right wing to Chafin. Drives into the lane. Shoots it with the left hand. It rolls off the back of the rim. No good. Taken off by Harmon. Harmon to Mellon. Mellon coming down the right side. Over to Ellis. Takes it back to Mellon. Anderson County with the ball. It is 15-14. Jackson County leading by a point. Irwin out front with the ball. Comes back to Mellon. Mellon now backs it up. 3 minutes left in the first half. Mellon comes around a screen from Harmon and tried to give it to Harmon, who wasn't looking. Harmon recovers it. Almost a turnover, but Anderson County remains in possession of the ball. Here's Faust, guarded by Heather Davidson, coming back to Mellon. It's 15-14, Jackson County. Mellon on the right wing to Ellis. In the circle, Irwin feeds it under Harmon. Great position, lays it up and scores. They worked it very well that time. Anderson County regains the lead at 16-15 with 2:26 left here in the first half. 2 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in the first half. 16-15. This has been a close game throughout. Jackson County now trailing by a point, has the basketball. Here's Chapin working out on the left wing. Andrea Davidson fires one up, lets an air ball, and it's taken down by Anderson County's Ellis. Over to Mellon. The Lady Mavericks now bring it in the front court. Take it low to Irwin. Baseline, shot no good. She's fouled. Brooke Irwin will go to the free throw line. And we'll catch the foul. Foul is on Smith, her second. Irwin at the line will be shooting 2. And the first one good. Irwin, a sophomore, has 2 points, both at the free throw line. Second attempt up, no good. Rebounded by Lane for Jackson County, and somebody leaning on her committed a foul. So the ball will go out of bounds to the Lady Blue Devils. Harmon with her first foul, only the second team foul charged to Anderson County. They press in the backcourt. Jackson County working against the press. Gets it ahead to Andrea Davidson. Feeding over to Smith. Back on the left side to Chapin. 17-15. Anderson County with a 2-point lead. Jackson County's ball. Working basket down to our left as we view it here at the center line of the Murphy Center. Over to Heather Davidson on the right side. Back to Chapin. Anderson County's in a zone. Over to Lane. Lane fakes, leaves it out with Chapin. Chapin starts in. Takes it out front to Lane. Lane on the right side to Smith. Back it comes to Chapin at the top of the key. Chapin drives down the lane, shovels it underneath to Smith. Shot blocked, picked up by Irwin. And she may have been fouled by Davidson. 34, Andrea Davidson is going to be charged with a foul. That is her first, and it'll be a 1-and-1 on the other end for Anderson County, with a little over a minute to play here in the first half. Brooke Irwin back to the free throw line. She's been a frequent visitor there. 2 out of 4 in this game. 1-and-1, free throw good. Each time there, she's hit the first one, missed the second one. Let's see what she does with this. 18-15. This time she hits them both. 4-point lead, Anderson County. Again, they trap in the backcourt, but Chafin gets it across the line to Lane. Fires it under the basket open. Smith lays it up and in. Jessica Smith. They broke the press, worked out of a double team, and found the open man under the basket. In this case, the open girl. 19-17. 43 seconds left in the first half. State tournament semifinals in Class AA from MTSU's Murphy Center. Ball knocked out of bounds. Anderson County will have it in front court. It'll be Mellon to play it in. Her team with a 2-point lead. Into Harmon. Out to Mellon. Not in any hurry. Dribbles it back toward the center line. On the wing. Irwin backing in. Spins. Nice move, but she missed the shot. Rebound, Andrea Davidson. Into front court. Long bounce pass comes ahead to Lane. Lane under to Davidson. Her shot up and rolling over the rim. No good. Rebound Smith. Chafin shoots a 3 and scores. Joanna Chafin. That'll put Jackson County back in the lead by 1 at 20-19. Deep on the right side. Into Harmon. Harmon shot blocked by Andrea Davidson at the horn. And the first half comes to an end, and it's been a good half of basketball. The score, Jackson County 20, Anderson County 19. We're ready to go with the second half. This has been a close, tough, hard-fought defensive game in the first half. Jackson County leading 20-19.
Anderson County possession to start the third quarter.
First possession in the second half goes to Anderson County. They'll play it in. Mellon, Irwin, Faust, Ellis, and Harmon for Anderson County. They trail by 1 with the ball in front court. Out front, Ellis flips it on to Mellon. Mellon at long range. Anderson County does not take a lot of three-point shots. They like to work it in for the closer high percentage shots, as Faust does. She drives, hooks the shot up. It's off the front of the rim, but a foul, and Faust will go to the free throw line.
Jackson County foul is on number 34.
Andrea Davidson picking up her second foul, first foul of the second half, of course. Only 27 seconds into the second half. Faust puts the free throw up and through. That will tie us up at 20. Second shot, no good. Rebound. Again, Andrea Davidson had 10 rebounds in the first half. Leaves it out with Chafin. 20-20. Over it comes to Foser. Back to Chafin. Hooks it in the lane. It's intercepted by Ellis. Anderson County comes up with the steal. They've got the ball in front court. Tie game. Take it down to Smith. Has it now, or Irwin has it knocked out of her hand. She recovers it in the lane. Gets it to Harmon. Shot blocked by Davidson. And now on the second attempt, Harmon is fouled. This is going to be on, I think it's going to be on Heather Davidson. No, it's Chafin. Be her second foul. At the line, Harmon. Marcia Harmon shooting 2. The first one bounces good. Anderson County getting a lot more free throw attempts. Jackson County has yet to go to the line. Second shot good. 8 points for Harmon. 2-point lead now, Anderson County. And they trap in the backcourt. Chafin has it knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lady Blue Devils from Gainesboro, Jackson County High School. In it comes to Chafin. Dribbled away from the trap that time. Got it over to Foser. Coming to the right side. Pulls up. Gives to Andrea Davidson. She'll drive it in the lane. Click a fall-away shot that's in and out. Rebounded by Heather Davidson. Out in the corner, lost her footing and lost the basketball. Mellon comes up with it for Anderson County. Mellon into front court. In the corner, Faust. There's a three. It's good. Faust with a three-pointer. 25-20. Faust now with 11 points. Foul in the backcourt. Anderson County doubling up. Committed the foul.
Personal foul against Anderson County, number 21.
Harmon. Her second. Ball to Jackson County out of bounds. 25-20. Jackson County with the ball. They trail by 5 after leading at halftime. Into Heather Davidson. Shot comes off the rim. Rebounded by Harmon for Anderson County. Harmon to Mellon in front court. Mellon guarded out front by Chafin. Hooks the pass low to Irwin. Irwin lost it, got it back. Comes back outside to Mellon. Mellon backs it up. 25-20. Anderson County. Jackson County still has not scored here in the second half. Ball goes out of bounds as they tried to throw it under the basket to Faust, and it'll go to Jackson County on the turnover. 5 minutes, 49 seconds. Each quarter, Jackson County has gotten off to a tremendously slow start offensively. Happened in each of the first 2 periods. And now we've got a foul on Irwin, pushing Davidson, who was out on a high post. Irwin gets her second foul. Under the basket, it'll be Heather Davidson to play it in for Jackson County. In the corner to Andrea Davidson. Heather now post up after throwing it in, but they can't get it into her. Andrea Davidson drives the lane, shoots on the run. Offensive foul. No basket. The foul on Andrea Davidson on the charge. That'll be her third foul, and the goal is wiped out. Will go out of bounds to Anderson County. So Jackson County still has not scored here in the second half. 25-20, Anderson County leading. 5:18 left in the third period. Ball on a high post to Irwin. Comes back to Mellon. Mellon holding it outside. Flips the pass underneath to Irwin. Has trouble controlling it. She's got it now. Tried to feed her over to Harmon. Harmon shot good. Just rolled over the rim and in. And a 7-point lead for Anderson County. And this will bring Jackson County coach Jim Brown off the bench, asking for a timeout in the game. 4 minutes, 57 seconds left in quarter number 3, and Jackson County still has not scored here in the third quarter. They give it to Lane, who just came in during that timeout. Over to Chafin, drives the lane, feeds over to Smith, who was wide open but passed up the shot. Now Heather Davidson, shot blocked in the lane, and coming out with it is Irwin for Anderson County. Jackson County getting a little bit tentative now, and it may be creeping into their thoughts, you know, that the ball's just not going in the basket. Into Harmon, spinning to the basket. Harmon lays it up and in. Anderson County slowly beginning to take control of this game. They now have a 9-point lead. They've outscored Jackson County 10-0 here in the third quarter. 29-20 Anderson County. Jackson County led 20-19 at the half. Lane coming through, misses the shot. Rebound Harmon. Harmon comes to Ellis. Ellis brings it into front court for Anderson County. Throws it underneath, and there is Heather Davidson slipping in to tie up Harmon, bringing the alternate possession arrow into play and giving the ball to Jackson County. Smith and Lane leave now, and Breitert in for Jack. Here's the steal. Irwin with a shot under the basket. She's fouled. Irwin stole the pass from Jackson County, got the shot away, and was fouled on the arm. Foul on number 10, Heather Davidson, her first. And there will be a timeout here with 3:49 left in the third quarter. Going to the line, Brooke Irwin. She has hit 4 out of 6 free throws in the game. This one is good. All 5 of her points at the free throw line. 30-20. Anderson County now with a 10-point lead. Second shot, good. Irwin hits 2 at the line. An 11-point lead for Anderson County. They trap in the backcourt. They've been relentless, playing that full court defense all afternoon. The ball coming inside, shot no good. Up again, good. Check a foul. That's a new player in the game. Ashley Hopkins, a 6-foot freshman, inserted into the game and gets Jackson County's first basket of the third quarter, and she's fouled. Hopkins goes to the line. Free throw, no good. Out of bounds, goes to Anderson County. I didn't get who that last foul was on for Anderson County. It was on Mellon. Anderson County brings it down, leading 31-22. 3.5 minutes to play. Third period. Harmon deep on the right side. Looks in the corner. Now goes back outside to Faust, guarded by Heather Davidson. Faust coming around a pick from Harmon to the baseline. Back in the corner, coming back out to Mellon. Mellon backs it up. Very deliberate offense, using a lot of screens. Trying to get somebody open. They've got Harmon under the basket. Her layup goes off the back of the rim, no good. And I think Harmon is going to be called for pushing on the rebound. She went to rebound her own missed shot and committed a foul. That's her third. Fourth team foul on Anderson County. Jackson County still has not attempted a free throw in the game. Am I right, Nelson? Nope, they've attempted. That's right. Hopkins just had the first attempt a minute ago. They've attempted 1 free throw in the game. 31-22. Breitert out to Foser. Top of the key to Chapin. Drives into the lane, shoots on the run. It's off the back of the rim. And a foul on the rebound. This will be on number 10, Davidson, her second foul. And team foul number 5 in the second half on Jackson County. In the corner, Irwin has the ball knocked free and stolen by Chafin. Chafin gives it to Breitert. Jackson County brings it down. They trail by 9 with 2.5 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Breitert out in the middle to Chafin. Left it goes to Heather Davidson. Davidson looks in the lane. Looks in there for somebody, but nobody's open. Over to Foser. She'll come dribbling to the top of the key. Back to Breitert, who is called for steps. I think that's only the second traveling call we've had in the game. 31-22, Anderson County leading here in the third quarter. They play it in the backcourt to Poor. She'll bring it across the line. Works it over to the right side. Takes the ball inside, and Irwin going to the basket is fouled. Boy, Irwin's been at the free throw line a lot today, but she takes it straight to the hoop. Foul on Heather Davidson. That's her third. That's also the 6th team foul, but 2 shots coming now for Irwin. First one is good. 7 points all at the free throw line. 7 out of 9. One more time. Missed. 32-22. Anderson County got the rebound on the missed shot. Out to Faust, top of the key. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound Poor at the free throw line. Pulls it out of there, out to the wing. Lobs it low to Irwin. She'll fake, shoot, and it hangs on the rim and comes off. Rebounded by Jackson County. Over to Chafin. Chafin to bring it down the floor. Her team down by 10 here in the third quarter with 1.5 minutes to play. Heather Davidson for 3. Yes, out of the corner. Davidson. Maybe that will jumpstart the Jackson County team. They need some kind of spark. It's 32-25. Here's Mellon with the ball out front. Guarded by Breitert out near the center line. Comes driving to the left baseline, and Breitert's going to be called for pushing. That should put Jackson or Anderson County into the 1-1. Going to the line will be Mellon. Randy Mellon, junior guard, will have 1 plus the bonus. 1:12 to play, third quarter, 32-25 in favor of Anderson County's Lady Mavericks. Here's Mellon's free throw. It is no good. Rebounded by Hopkins for Jackson County. Over to Andrea Davidson. Davidson stops at the foul line, puts up the jumper off the rim, no good. And Faust grabs the rebound for Anderson County. 32-25, Anderson County. Mellon into front court. Comes dribbling to the left side. Drifts back into the corner. Takes it out front to Faust. Faust around the top of the key, all the way to the right wing. Still has it on the floor. Still dribbling. The count's on. Gives it back to Ellis. Ellis backs in. Almost traveled. Loose ball. Pushing on Faust of Anderson County. She'll pick up her first foul. 5th team foul. And the ball will go out of bounds to Jackson County with 32 seconds left. 32 left in the third quarter. 32-25. Heather Davidson for Andrea Davidson. 7-point lead for Anderson County, who trailed by 1 at the half. Ball to Heather Davidson, off her fingertips, out of bounds. Coach Brown just holds his hands up to his head and says, what else is going to happen? He's a little frustrated now. Ball coming into Mellon. Guarded in backcourt by Breitert. Mellon pushes it into front court. 19, 18, 17 seconds. Clock ticking down. Over to Poor. Right wing. Poor bounces. It's lost. Loose ball picked up by Jackson County. Chafin into front court with 7 seconds. Over to Breitert with 4. 3. The shot is away. Davidson off the rim, no good. And the follow-up is missed, and that's the end of the third quarter. After 3, it's Anderson County 32 and Jackson County 25 for our local stations. We'll take 1 minute on the State Tournament Basketball Network.
Would Billy Joe Youngblood from Morrison please go to your bus immediately, please? Billy Joe Youngblood from Morrison. Please go to your bus at this time, please. Thank you.
Final 8 minutes in Class AA, the final 8 minutes of the season for one of these teams. The ball comes in play to Faust. Anderson County leading by 7 going into the fourth quarter. They get the basketball first. It goes to Mellon. Feeds it on the right side to Ellis. Down low to Poor. She's open, lays it up and in. Heidi Poor gets her first field goal. Gives Anderson County a 9-point lead, 34-25. Chafin on the right wing. On top it comes to Foser. Underneath, wide open, Hopkins lays it up and scores. Ashley Hopkins was all alone under the basket. 34-27. Anderson County, Poor in backcourt. Now pressure being applied by Jackson County. Anderson County's been doing that the whole game. Over it comes to Poor. Drives the lane in the corner. Faust with a three. It's good. Mitzi Faust out of the corner. That's her third three-pointer today. And it's 37-27. Anderson County takes a 10-point lead. A three on the other end by Foser out of the corner is no good. Ellis the rebound for Anderson County. Double team. Gets it over to Mellon. Mellon in backcourt. Pressured by Chafin. Loses it. Picks it up. Loose ball. 10-second violation. Too long in the backcourt. Good pressure by Jackson County. Forced a turnover. The Lady Blue Devils will take it in their offensive court, trailing by 10. Emily Lane back in the game, gives it over to Chafin. Heather Davidson on the wing, guarded by Poor. Puts it on the floor, out to Chafin. Chafin gets a screen from Davidson, who breaks for the basket, takes the pass, double team, under the basket, intercepted by Ellis. Good help side defense by Ellis. She cut in front of Heather Davidson and intercepted the pass. Over to Poor. On the dribble in backcourt. Hooks it across the line. It's stolen by Chafin. Coming back 2-on-2. Chafin drives all the way, lays it up, scores, and she's fouled. And they're not going to count that. The foul on Anderson County.
That's her first team foul, number 6.
And it's going to go out of bounds. I'm surprised that one didn't count. Here's Heather Davidson. Out front it comes to Emily Lane, bouncing in the lane to Heather Davidson, or to Andrea Davidson, who shoots and scores. That's her first field goal in the game. She is their leading scorer on the season, and that is her first 2 points. It's 37-29. Poor, right side, Faust, shoots for three, it's short. And I thought that one was tipped by the defense, but not so. It's going to go to Jackson County. We've got a timeout with 5:46 left in the game. 37-29 in favor of Anderson County. 5 minutes, 46 seconds. That's all the time left in this game in Class AA quarterfinal action. Here's Foser for Jackson County. They trail by 8. Into Chafin. Her shot rolls over the rim. Andrea Davidson put the rebound back in, but we've got a whistle maybe before the shot. Faust. That's her second. And it's going to send Andrea Davidson to the free throw line. 1-1. The free throw missed. Rebounded by Foser, no good. Chafin comes out with it. Back to Foser out of the corner. In and out. Rattle on a three. Andrea Davidson rebounds. She shoots and scores, and she's fouled. That one will count, and she'll get a free throw. Foul on 41 Irwin. 3 on her. 37-31. Jackson County cuts into that Anderson County lead and can further reduce it if Davidson can hit a free throw. It's up, it is missed. Rebounded by Harmon for Anderson County. They'll bring it down. Mellon in backcourt being pressured by Chafin. Chased and double teamed by Chafin and Foser. Over to Irwin, pass inside to Harmon. Harmon shot no good. Rebound, Heather Davidson. Davidson gives it to Andrea Davidson and up to Chafin, setting up a 3-on-2. Chafin drives, shoots the layup and scores. That'll cut it to 4. 37-33, Jackson County on a comeback. Here's Mellon in backcourt for Anderson County. Works it across the timeline, drives into the lane, all the way, little scoop shot, rolling, and comes off, and the rebound to Jackson County's Andrea Davidson. Got a 3-on-1 underneath to Foser, and she's fouled. Foul will be on Faust, and that's her third. Jackson County with a new life here. 4.5 minutes to play. They'll have 2 free throws coming. Going to the free throw line, Becca Foser. 2 shots. Her team trailing 37-33. Now Anderson County had led by as many as 10 early in the quarter. Foser could cut it to 2. Free throw good. That's the first free throw that Jackson County has converted today. They were 0 for 3, 0 for 4. Before that. Second one, Foser. No good. 37-34. Rebound taken by Anderson County. Faust. And it's knocked out of bounds by Lane. It'll go back to Anderson County. In the backcourt, it'll be Irwin to play it in, right in front of our broadcast location here. Plays it into Mellon. Still in backcourt. Started by Chafin. Now crosses the line. Moves it over on the left side. Back in the middle. 3-point lead, Anderson County. Mellon comes to the left side. Count is on. She needs to get rid of it. Does. Here's the ball knocked free and stolen. Heather Davidson for Jackson County. Stops out on the wing. Gives it to Chafin. Chafin has a look. Over it comes. 3-point shot. Good by Lane. A sophomore reserve, Emily Lane, has tied the score at 37 with a 3. Ball across the line to Harmon. Lane really wanted the basketball that time. She was wide open on the wing. No hesitation at all. Ball to Irwin. Driving low, underneath, shot up and off the rim, no good. And now the ball won't drop for Anderson County. And a foul on the rebound on the Lady Mavericks. It is on Harmon, and that's 4 on her. 1-1 at the other end for Jackson County and a chance to regain the lead. And this game seemed at one time early in the quarter all but lost for Jackson County, and now they've got the momentum their way. Heather Davidson at the line. The free throw, good. Jackson County's now in the double bonus. They take a 1-point lead at 38-37. Second shot, Davidson. Good. 8 points for Heather Davidson, 2-point lead Jackson County. 39-37. Anderson County, a 10-point lead early in the quarter. They trail by 2. Faust, left of the lane, loses it. In the lane, loose ball, picked up by Chafin for Jackson County. Chafin works it across the line, in the corner to Foser. Foser back to Chafin, little over 3 minutes to play. 2-point lead, Jackson County. Chafin holding out front, over to Foser. Back to Chafin. Davidson, who's pulled way outside, has it. That's Andrea Davidson. Comes back to Chafin. Ellis up tight on her. She gives it over to Lane out on the left side. In the middle it goes to Foser. Double team to Heather Davidson. Out near the center line. They're in dangerous territory out there. Now back to Lane. Lane very close to the line. Gives it over to Chafin. Double team. Loops the pass over to Heather Davidson. Davidson double team. Uses the dribble, and we've got a foul on Faust for pushing. Fourth foul on Faust. Anderson County only had a couple of fouls in the first half, but they've been hit with a load here in the second half. Davidson shoots 2. Heather Davidson, 5'9" senior, free throw, good. 40-37, Jackson County leading. Davidson again, good. She has hit 4 straight at the line. 41-37. Heather Davidson out, Jessica Smith in for Jackson County. Ball coming into Poor. She'll bring it down the floor into front court. Anderson County trailing by 4. Poor into the lane, shoots a running hook. It rolls over the rim. No good, and Andrea Davidson with another rebound to Chafin. Chafin has it knocked free and out of bounds. Poor making an attempt to steal it, knocked it out of bounds. It'll go back to Jackson County. A little over 2 minutes left. Heather Davidson got about a 30-second breather. Now she's back in. And Smith is out. All in the corner to Chafin. Again knocked free and out of bounds. Again it'll go back to Jackson County. Jackson County leading. They are on a run of something like 14-0, I think. A timeout now with 2:05 remaining, and this will be a full timeout. That much time left in somebody's season. Jackson County trailed by 7 going into the fourth quarter. Anderson County pushed the lead out to 10 early, and then Jackson County with a furious comeback here is leading 41-37. And again, Anderson County knocking the ball out of bounds. Jackson County in the backcourt trying to move it up. Ball coming into Chafin. Long pass ahead to Andrea Davidson. She'll circle the wagons out front. Still on the dribble. Now drives into the lane. Off it comes to Foser, out to Chafin. Back to Lane. Or that's Breitert, I'm sorry. Breitert, and she's fouled. Ellis commits the foul, her first. Sarah Breitert, little junior, stands only 5'3". She'll go to the free throw line. 2 shots. First one. In and out, no good. Coming in for Anderson County, Faust back in the game for Mellon. One more shot for Breitert. But first, coming back in, Smith for Jackson County for Foser. Now we're ready with 1:50 left in the game. Breitert for the free throw. Good. That's a 5-point lead now for Jackson County. With the basketball, Poor into front court. Right side, Ellis. It's in the lane. Comes back out front to Irwin. Down low to Harmon. Can't shoot. Back to Ellis. Back to Harmon. Harmon to the basket. Shot over the rim. No good. Heather Davidson the rebound, over to Andrea Davidson, fouled as she brings it down. Anderson County has just gone stone cold in this fourth quarter. The foul on Ellis, her second. Going to the line, Andrea Davidson, where she is 0 for 2 in the game. She will have 2 shots here with 1:27 to play. First one good. 43-37. Jackson County. Second one good. 44-37. Remarkable comeback by Anderson County. Poor with the ball for Anderson County. Jackson County leading 44-37. Low to Harmon. Into the lane. Pass going to be intercepted by Smith. Andrea Davidson pushes the dribble in front court. And it's knocked free, and we've got a whistle and a foul. This one is going to be on Jackson County. Andrea Davidson, that's her 4th foul. Going to the line, Brooke Irwin. Irwin's made 7 of 10 tonight at the free throw line. 1:07 to play. Here's Irwin. Foul shot. Good. That broke a long scoring drought for Anderson County. 44-38. Mellon back in, Faust out. Now Heather Davidson back in and Smith out. For Jackson County at the line. Irwin, second shot. Fires it, hits it. 9 points for Irwin, all at the free throw line. 44-39. Ball into Heather Davidson. Jackson County with the ball and the lead. Over to Chafin. Across the line. Breiter. Right side. Foser. Double team. Back to Andrea Davidson. Gets the pass on a high post to Heather Davidson. They're playing keep away, and the foul will be on Mellon. 50 seconds left. Jackson County to the free throw line. Chafin will have 2 shots. Jackson County leading 44-39. Here's Chapin. Senior at the line. Free throw good. 45-39. Foser out. Smith back in for Jackson County. Faust back in for Mellon for Anderson County. Chafin with 1 more shot. Isaac puts it up. No good. Rebound taken by Harmon. 6-point lead, Jackson County. Poor in front court. Anderson County needs points in a hurry. Poor to Irwin. Back to Poor. Back to Irwin. Fakes, drives. Bounces over to Harmon. Open layup. Good by Harmon. And a timeout called by Anderson County. That makes the score 45-41. This is a 22nd timeout. Jackson County leading by 4 with the ball in backcourt. It comes into Chafin to Heather Davidson. Over to Breitert. She'll push the ball into the front court. 26 seconds left in the game. Chafin to Davidson. Fouled out there by Heidi Poor. That will put Heather Davidson at the line. 2 shots. She's been perfect today with 4 out of 4 at the free throw line. The senior, Heather Davidson at the line. Her team leading by 4. Shot up, good. Harmon and Faust check back in for Anderson County. 46-41. Jackson County leading. They went to the championship game last year. They're trying to make it back. Good. Davidson hits 2 at the line. 47-41. Jackson County. Anderson County's Poor into the front court. Out it comes to Harmon. Back to Poor. They need to shoot. And the ball is lost. Kicked out of bounds. It'll go to Jackson County with 10 seconds remaining, and they can start celebrating, I think, as Mellon comes back in for Anderson County. A 6-point lead with 10 seconds to play seems pretty safe to me. Ball is into Davidson, fouled immediately by Mellon, or Irwin maybe, Irwin on the foul. Andrea Davidson will shoot 2. That took only a second and a fraction off the clock. Andrea Davidson at the free throw line. The rest of her teammates drop back into the defensive court. Foul shot number 1, no good.
In the game, number 24, Carrie LeFew for the Lady Mavericks.
LeFew, a sophomore, in for Anderson County. Second shot, Davidson, good. 48-41. Here's Mellon in front court. Time running out. Here's a block by Heather Davidson, and the ball game ends right there. Jackson County a winner, 48-41 over Anderson County. A great fourth quarter for the Lady Blue Devils from Gainesboro. For our local stations, we'll take a 2-minute break. Back to recap the scoring and the stats for you right after this on the Tennessee Sports Radio Network.
Those of you